Hi guys, I'm Kyle Koenig, and in this video I'm going to show you my vlogging setup. After showing you all the settings I've done and after all the things I've shown you, now we're going to just get to it and show you my vlogging setup for the latest vlog series. Now I'm a filmmaker who makes vlogs and shorts and then shows you how I did them. With the bulk of these videos, I've been talking about this camera that I'm using to film right now called the Sony a6000. And it's a regular old Sony mirrorless camera that is a APC sensor, which means it's a crop sensor, not full frame, and it films only in 1080p and not 4K. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip talking about this camera because I've talked about it so much already in this channel. So if you want to see those videos, I'm gonna link them up in the cards up here. I never understand the orientation to these things, but it's somewhere up here, one of these two hands. Off tangent again. I do that a lot. Now, most vloggers like to copy other people, and I technically am too. I'm not saying I'm different or anything new, but I don't use the GorillaPod. I actually do have one. When I was using a Rebel series, I think it was the 60D back then. It was my dad's camera, and I would use this GorillaPod for that big body camera. Well, it's not that big. It's not a 1DX, but it was pretty big compared to a mirrorless camera that we have these days. So, and yeah, more of a handle will help with stabilization, but not when it's all fidgety and feels like ribs in your hands. And you kind of don't want that feeling, so you want something more ergonomic. So I went and researched by looking at other YouTubers, DSLR video shooter, and he suggested this thing. This little thing that looks kind of like the villain from the first Incredibles movie with the yeah, weird. In the one video he suggested this several times. It's very small, compact, and light. It's all aluminum, it's not carbon fiber, so it's not the most lightest thing, but in the same time, it gives that extra weight that you want like that thing, but it also doesn't have a giant footprint for the A6000. So it's perfect. It's like the perfect size for it. It's made for either a Panasonic G7 or a Panasonic G85 or the Sony APC line for their mirrorless cameras. And I brought it along, took several shots with it, and I still love it. The vlog series I did was all used with this thing basically always attached to it. I never really detached it until now since it's on a tripod just staying there. That pretty much is it for the body and the handle, so now let's go to the lenses. I've talked about some lenses before, but I haven't really shown them to you fully. I've always used the kit lens that this comes with because it's a very solid lens. It's a 16 to 50 millimeters, so it has a lot of the focal length that I like to use for vlogging, especially if I'm talking about something or I'm doing a good landscape slow-mo shot that I really like to do. So that's it for this kit lens. This kit lens has gotten me through so much stuff. And then the next lens I can't really show because it is attached to this camera, but that should prove its quality, honestly. I got it in a bundle with my A7S II. It's a 35 millimeter f2.8 lens for the full frame lenses, so that goes about, if you convert it to an APC sensor, it goes to a 52.5, I believe, millimeter lens to an APC sensor, so it causes really cool close-up focal length I actually want. I love 50 millimeter lenses. It gives this really good cinematic look that I like to have, and it has a lower aperture, so it allows me to do better low light shots since this isn't a A6300 where I could do that already. So this allows me to do several things like that. So that's it for the lenses. Now, the cool thing about this lens and the kit lens is that they're both technically a 40.5 millimeter diameter for being able to use an ND filter. Now, it doesn't look like that for this lens when you first get it, but it comes with this lens cap that is really weird, and I didn't like it at first because it is two lens caps. Look how janky that is. But if you try this lens cap on the Rokinon, it's actually the same diameter, which I didn't know that because it didn't say that in any of the websites or anything. So you could actually use the same ND filters. My ND filter is a, well, let me just get it out of the box first. There we go. Um, Hopefully that looks good. But this is a 52 millimeter ND filter that it doesn't fit on both of these cameras because both of these have different diameters. But this does fit in my cinema lens that I use in my A7S II, so I need to get an adapter. But luckily, I didn't need to buy two for both of these lenses because both of them have the diameter I need, which is a 40.5. So I use this K&F ND filter, and then I use this adapter. And all you have to do is screw this on to the front of your lens, and then screw this onto the front of that, and then you have an ND filter for both of the lenses. So luckily, I didn't have to spend that much. And then the last thing I use within this vlog series is just the cliche strap. But all I do is I put the strap just where it belongs, around my neck, and then I would have the mini tripod and then my other hand on the other side of the camera, and then I would just move it to whichever way I want for the shot, and it causes better stability than just using your two hands. It does a really great job at doing that for me. So I use it for that. It's kind of annoying. I want to buy the Peak Design one very soon, but I'm trying to upgrade my PC so that I can upgrade this to 4K at some point. And that's all the gear I use for that whole series. So let me know down below, what was your first vlogging setup and what did you love about it? So I haven't been growing in views lately, but I have been growing in subscribers consistently. I did here and there. So I'm quite enjoying this new format. Let me know if you think that this is great. And if you want more videos like this, like, subscribe, and continue to go through my channel for more videos like this. Also, sharing these videos really do help make me make more videos to see what else I could do to create better content. So if you want to look at those vlog series or more videos like this, there's cards up there like usual. I already have them up there. All you have to press is the I button and then you're Gucci. I just said Gucci. And don't forget, all the gear that I just mentioned is down below in affiliate links. And yes, there will be a commission to me if you do get it, but at no cost to you. And it also helps budget the next few future shorts I want to create. But till next time, wait. You want to know what this little shadow bokeh thing? It's actually just little toothless. But actually, dream big. Bye bye.